What's going on, everyone? This week, Isaac pulls out of a rooting sesh, Keelan is out of a job, and Matt is officially diagnosed. What's going on, everyone? We're here with episode 141 of the Storm Beach podcast, talking about all things great and garbage this week. What's going on, Keelan?
Hello, yes. Keelan reporting here from Parramatta. Not quite a storm, and certainly no beach. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Keelan. How are you?
Good. Sorry if it looks like I'm looking off into the distance. I'm looking at notes. My monitor setup's a bit. How's it going at the moment?
That's all right. All of our YouTube viewers can enjoy your side profile.
All three of us, yeah.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? We'll take it. Three's better than none, as they say.
They do say that.
People say that. I've heard people say that before. But yeah, you know what? Not much. Still kind of settling in, getting all my shit together. Threw out Emma's vacuum because it sucks. Bought a new one. You know.
I love how in your other house you had a shitty vacuum for, I don't know, ever.
Yeah.
And then you move and you're like, this one kind of sucks. Let's get a new one.
It did stink. Like I had to, you couldn't put the tube on it that does the floor, like the extension tube.
Oh, right, yep.
Because it just wouldn't suck anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have enough suction. So I would have to sweep everything into a corner and then slurp it up with the direct injection. Bought a $30 Kmart vacuum. And you know what? It is literally just a dust buster with an extension tube on it, and it's working better than the other vacuum was. So we'll take it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was going to ask what brand of vacuum you got, but you went the cost-effective route and
Anco. Yeah, Anco.
Anco.
Look, I'll get a Dyson eventually.
If you'd like some recommendations, I'm happy to provide them. As you know, our household has many vacuums of various shapes, sizes, and automated abilities.
Look, I've got no stairs. Could go a RoboVac.
Mm-hmm. Change your life.
Give it a crack.
Yeah.
Yep, never vacuum again. How does it do corners?
Like the DVD screensaver.
Oh,
it's
so
just got to
not
get
well.
It's just got to get straight into it at one point and bounce straight back out.
Well,
that's fine.
What if you're on one of the cursed DVD screensavers? It doesn't actually bounce into the corner.
I don't know.
Yes, it's kind of tough.
Shoot out of luck.
But yeah, besides that, had a root on.
Congrats.
Was it Friday night?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. I had a root on Saturday night.
Yeah. I was going to join, but left you to it.
Yeah, so it ended up just being me and Jack, and then I lit the bat signal to find a third. Convinced Gareth to purchase the game.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, we're talking about the game.
Yes.
Root.
The game of Root.
Which is a board game.
Yeah.
Which has a Steam version, and turns out it's very cute on Steam. Very cute. It was good fun, and Gareth had first game luck. And also we played random civs, not civs, but we played random characters or whatever, and I've never played the one I played before, so I got scammed.
Gotcha. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apologies for pulling out. Not so last minute, but fairly late.
At least you pulled out.
Yeah. I was up early and didn't feel like I'd have my best performance in me.
It's you do need a little bit of brain as well.
Yeah.
What I would recommend before our next route is playing the tutorials. There's a couple of them.
I did the very first one, which was how to root.
How to root. with that specific sieve though, which I consider to be that sieve's like America, like it's very, you know, or the UK really, it's like conquer and build things. Whereas I had to play as like the fucking communists of the Woodland realm, and I had no idea how to play them, so I probably should have played the tutorial for them. But there is tutorials for each individual one, and it's great.
Yeah, makes sense. So before I join next time, I should probably do like a year 9 level root tutorial versus the entry level
root ed. Yeah.
Yeah. Before. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
But what's going on with you?
Oh, thanks for asking. Got a trim, which is nice. But yes, that on Saturday I was up at 4 to head up to the Gold Coast to get the dogs a trim, and then got myself a trim, and then got back here by.
I thought your foreskin was looking good.
Thanks. Just a little off the top. Thanks. Got back here by like 11:30, and then proceeded to dig between 3 to 3 to 6 inches worth of of chicken bedding.
That's one for the YouTube people. We're really getting into physical comedy these days, aren't we?
Of muddy, wet chicken bedding out of their coop, which was not fun for the back, and not fun when you're trying to pull a gorilla cart, which is already 15 kilos by itself, through a good 3 or 4 inches of mud, trying to not get stuck and not slip over at the same time. It was not enjoyable.
But it's okay because you shared your chicken. I was trying to think of something that starts with ch, that is along the lines of perils. I don't think it exists. The word doesn't exist.
Yep.
But you shared your chicken woes with video evidence, I think, from memory, and one of your chicken bros, Jack, immediately started talking about chickens. So
straight into it.
Yeah, straight into it. Fucking anyone that buys chickens loves talking about chickens.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Fucking, how many chickens you got, mate? Yeah, fucking,
They do.
Yeah, yours laying at the moment? Yeah, fuck. Mine aren't laying. They're too stressed with the fucking interest rates and
yes, true. This is true. I exempt myself from that conversation because I've not actually purchased a chicken myself, if that makes sense.
Did Sam buy all the chickens?
Yes, I have funded some of the chickens, but I've not been involved in any negotiations of purchasing of chickens. I simply drive to where they are and pick them up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yes, I'm not as deep into the world. But
big on the law.
Yeah, it is quite funny how in-depth people will go over the same 3 topics related to chickens. Yeah.
What are the 3? Eggs. Obviously.
Yeah. Molting.
Oh, yeah. And what time you...
And the general weather, usually.
Yeah, okay. Throw in a 4th one. What time your rooster crows in the morning?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Also a popular topic.
In case you're wondering, my dad's one is 3 and 5. Fucking
great.
loves it.
Great. Yeah. Sometimes it's for about an hour as well. Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's not
good
great.
For nothing. Them roosters, chicken nuggets, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll get there someday.
Yeah,
Other than that, I have finally replaced the power supply in my PC, which I'm using right now. So, if any technical difficulties happen, be prepared to fill some air, like we had to for a few weeks in a row.
That wasn't a fucking great time, if I'm honest.
Yeah, one of the one of the STB historians can call back to what episodes that occurred in, and then work out the amount of months it's been since then and now to figure out how long I've taken to sort out a $90 problem, which was pretty simple.
Your internet seemingly chugging a little bit for me at the moment, so anything can happen right now.
Who knows? Who knows?
Is your Steam still downloading Smite updates?
I hope not. Hold on. Let me check. I think I stopped everything.
PUBG's downloading everything but the very first map.
No, everything is paused.
Okay.
I believe.
It's probably a Windows update then. We'll see in 45 minutes.
Yes. Everything is paused currently.
Okay, sweet.
But
so I'm out of a job then. Thanks, bud.
Yeah. You're very welcome. This seems pretty simple, so maybe I'll just pick up a side gig.
Building PC is not a horrible side gig until you realize you have to, well, not necessarily, but people will ask you questions.
Yes, yeah. Until you realise you've got to buy all the parts and then float the cost until someone buys a PC.
I think the best way to do it is do it completely custom.
Yeah.
Yep. Play with someone else's money plus labour.
But yeah, if anyone has a power supply issue, I guess I'm your guy now.
He's reloaded a power supply one time.
Just buy whatever one that isn't the very cheapest, obviously Chinese brand, but is still very cheap.
I think Gigabyte's from Taiwan, so depending on your
political affiliation.
Yeah, that is a Chinese power supply for some people. But yeah, I mean, good effort.
We know they're all built there anyway. Oh, thanks. We know they're all built there anyway. I just meant one that doesn't have Chinese characters printed on the side.
Yeah, no, that's probably a good start.
Yeah.
Red Dragon power supplies or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ones that have actual legitimate spyware installed already.
Yeah, it's fucking half PSU, half a webcam.
It's just down there pointing its internal webcam through the case up until where my nuts are right now, under my desk.
You're not wearing pants?
I have shorts on.
Yeah. That answers that question a little bit.
We'll leave the answer there.
Yeah. Look, I hear what you're thinking, and it is, along the lines of, Keelan, haven't heard you talk about Primo Prosciutto pizza for a while.
We haven't.
No, yeah, cool, sweet. Since you brought it up, so I was building Lego the other night, and because I'm a delinquent, I couldn't do just one thing at a time, so I put on Kitchen Nightmares in the background. And I was watching maybe the most infamous episode of Kitchen Nightmares America of all time, the Amy's Baking Company one, which is the one, if you Google Amy's Baking Company, it'll come up. She is
yes.
Well, sorry, I should say they. They're a couple who own it's called like Amy's Baking Company Bistro. And it's like, oh, alright, cool. Just like fucking have less words, bro. Chill out. But yeah, so they're two of the craziest fucking human beings on the planet. And I was like, oh, I'm due for my yearly rewatch of this episode. So put it on. And Gordon Ramsay orders pear, fig, and prosciutto pizza.
Sounds about right.
And he says, "Ooh, it's a bit too sweet."
And made with undercooked dough, apparently, according to the Wikipedia synopsis.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Every pizza she was sending out was undercooked. And she said, if I cook that anymore, it'll be burnt. And it's like, like literally the like doughy pizza. I was like, fuck, dude. But yeah, look, maybe since seeing that episode when I was, I don't know, 17. When did it come out? 2013. Yep, probably 17. I've been channeling some sort of pear and prosciutto. It's like my origin story, essentially.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Yes, I recognize these people from the images.
Yeah,
this was.
I think most people would. They literally, like, they made the news. They did a lot of crazy things after their episode aired, including ranting on their own Facebook page, swearing at customers' reviews and shit. And then after all that, saying, "Oh no, it was hacked. Sorry, that wasn't us."
Yeah. I think probably the most famous / common clip I see of this episode floating around social media is the fact that they didn't give their tips to their staff.
Yeah.
I think that's the main one.
But I think they were actually... It's tough when you watch it because obviously wages have changed quite a lot, and I've got no concept of what an hourly wage for a waitress is pre-tips in the US, or, you know. Yep. But that was the one thing that I think they made an actual good argument for, was we're paying higher than minimum, but they don't get tips. But then obviously you probably should tell your customers that
the tips don't go.
The tips don't go to the thing, the waitresses. But they're like, you know, if we're quiet, which they fucking should be, because they're fucking crazy people and their food shit, the waitress gets paid.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, that kind of actually makes sense. But yeah, no. Sometimes watching shows like this can be really good to just fucking snap your brain together, because you realize that there's some fucking nutcases out there who can't do the most basic thing, and it's just a reminder that you don't want to turn out like them.
Yes, true.
Something as simple as just take some criticism. Just if Gordon Ramsay's in front of you telling you your pizza's raw, just
cook it a bit more.
Just cook it some more. Like, it's not fucking hard. Gordon Ramsay says your salmon burger's dry as fucking cat food. It's probably not very good.
And if you're advertising that you have a freshly made ravioli and then are getting it out of a can,
no, it was frozen.
Oh, it was frozen.
Yeah. Everything was fresh made to order allegedly, and then Gordon whips a packet of gnocchi as well that he grabbed out of the fridge, and on the front of the packet of gnocchi says like it doesn't need to be refrigerated, and he's like, the fuck's in this? Yeah, it's like, okay, all right,
very
freshly
good.
made, freshly reheated out of the packet.
Yeah, exactly, freshly heated for you.
I made myself dinner from scratch today, actually.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I put a frozen meal in the microwave. Got it out halfway through its cooking time, stirred it, and then put it back in.
Well, I'll one up you.
Oh yeah.
I made an Aldi meal kit of pad thai for dinner tonight.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Was it tasty?
Actually not bad. But
this is following on from your review of the pho meal kit.
Yeah, the pho's pretty good. The pho's probably king of the meal kits.
Ballsy.
Yeah, pho king, and then the rest from there. It was actually very good. Sam was like, "What's that smell?" I was like, "It's the pho," because it was like the stock powder and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but it had literally just been mixed. And then afterwards, she was like, "Actually, this is pretty tasty." I was like, "Yes."
There is a lot going on in a pho. To be fair, so
Yeah.
it can be quite a strong smell for a broth that actually isn't that crazy rich in a weird way.
Yeah.
It's like
But
the
that one was-
aniseed and whatnot that goes on in it.
That one was very good and very simple as well. They're all quite simple and
Love that.
fairly affordable. But I tend to, what some may say as zhuzh them up a little bit by taking extra steps from my culinary knowledge. Such as velveting the chicken tonight because it's just like chopped up small pieces of chicken in packet. So
there's actual chicken in this meal kit too.
Yes,
I was picturing it like fucking old El Paso taco meal kit.
Oh no, where it's
BYO like, mince motherfucker.
Yeah. The taco kit where it's BYO mince, lettuce, other salads,
cheese,
sour cream, cheese. It's just a box with some wraps in it and some spice powder. Thanks.
No, taco sauce as well.
Oh, and taco sauce. It's not salsa, it's taco sauce.
There is a difference. I think it's literally just that the salsa's been blended, so there's no bits.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it comes with meat and everything, and they're whatever they are, $15 or something like that. Pretty decent price.
That's not bad.
Meat and you get extra value out of the pad thai one because it comes with 2 eggs as well. So that's like an extra $4 worth of value right there.
How are they packaging this?
They have the 2 eggs in like a little cardboard cup thing. Like if you've ever bought a meal kit thing, it's just whatever every meal kit uses to store their eggs, basically.
I've never bought a meal kit with eggs.
Oh, well then, there you go.
Because that immediately shortens your shelf life too. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not the longest. I think it was maybe 25th.
Because the old El Paso ones can get put on the shelf in January and be okay 5 Januaries from now.
Yeah, they're a doomsday bunker food item.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, fucking hell. All right. Well, yes. I mean, we're talking off air about me going to Aldi. So
yeah, Aldi meal kits with a bit of zhuzhing just to make them even better.
What is velveting chicken?
Oh, you just velvet whatever meat you cook for stir fries and stuff.
That's fabric. Like, why the fuck are you fabricing a chicken? Is that the thing where you... Okay. No,
a bit of bicarb, a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of water or sauce or whatever. Soy sauce. Give it a
I wasn't aware
this
was called vegeting.
Yeah.
Velveting. I thought this was just called making Chinese takeout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little bit of MSG if you've got it handy. And or yum yum, as some people like to call it.
Yeah, I love it when they call it yum yum. I mean, there's enough Asian grocers around here that I've got to be able to find MSG.
Oh, it's easy
so
to find.
Easily.
It's easy to find. And it's like $1.50 and you'll get like a bag. Like a bag.
Yeah. So yeah, I do like I guess velveting shitty beef strips for like a homemade beef stir fry.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Velveting. Yeah.
But yeah,
weird.
A little excuse for you to play with your meat before you cook dinner as well, which is always nice.
Thing is, I'm not really making many meat dinners because I was a vegetarian.
That's a damn shame.
What I did the other day is I prepped a bunch of chicken and then just kind of added it to things after the fact.
Yeah, smart.
That has worked well.
You're not doing what Matt used to do and like sneaking out after dark to eat meat.
This is so fucking weird. Yeah. No, and like I enjoy tofu. It just has to be marinated
cooked with something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooked with something that has flavor.
Yeah. I mean, you can buy them pre-marinated packets. Yeah. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
And Emma's like, yeah, when I used to make it with Lucy, we'd have 1 pack of this tofu and we'd do all this. And then I look at the back of the packet and it's like 1 packet of tofu is enough protein for 1 human being for 1 meal. I was like, all right, we've got to have 2 fucking packets here. I'm not here to fuck around, right?
It's either 2 packets or I stand out on the balcony and eat my chicken strips. You pick.
It's a packet of tofu and a scoop of whey protein.
Yeah. Another packet of tofu, or I have to dry scoop this protein before I eat my meal. All right, should we get on to Butcher of the Week?
I've got nothing.
This week's Butcher of the Week, presented by Mac Andrew, is Super Butcher, apparently. Mac Andrew partnering with what we've long time regarded as the best franchise butcher around Southeast Queensland, being Super Butcher. A smart choice. So this week's Butcher of the Week is Super Butcher.
What a guy.
Yeah.
I mean, neither of us are now based in Southeast Queensland, so I think unfortunately Mac Andrew might be the most famous person endorsed by Super Butcher.
Mac Andrew might be the most famous person officially endorsed by Super Butcher, and we might still hold the title for most famous people unofficially endorsed by Super Butcher. Yeah. Most famous people who endorse Super Butcher.
I mean, I'll allow it.
Yeah. But that being said, I have come to a realization why they're so successful. They're a franchise, right? So they've got many stores, but they actually are open every day. Unlike most butchers, which are always shut on Sunday and shut at like 11 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But I've found my replacement in my locality of franchise butchery that is open every day of the week from like 8 to 6 at least every day of the week. So actually not open outside of business hours, so you can actually go there as well after work if you need to. And pretty good price and good quality stuff. Some of the smaller ones, local ones, are cheaper, but you got to get in before 11 on a Saturday, or I don't know, on your lunch break, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of half did that today.
Yeah,
for my Woolies trip. So, yeah, and no need to velvet their meat because it's high enough quality.
Correct.
There you go.
And it's not just injected with water to pump up the weight.
I like my Woolies chicken. Thank you very much. I actually misunderstood how the oven timer works the other day, and I accidentally turned it too far because I was like, oh, the chicken's actually done. So I'll turn off the timer, and then I turned it a one smidge too far, so the oven was back on. I didn't even realize because it did like flick off a little bit. I was like, oh, cool, it's off. So I overcooked the fuck out of my chicken because I left it in there to cool down. And then I came back and it was piping hot.
Oh, this isn't ideal.
Yeah, so the 1.5 kilos of Woolies chicken was like 200 grams. All the water was gone.
You made chicken jerky.
Yeah,
actually,
it was fucking borderline chicken jerky, dude. Like, actually,
brutal.
Yeah,
brutal. All right, footy.
And such.
Do we have a button?
Fuck. Hold on. Oh. Oh, it's the joke that keeps on giving. I'm
not sure that'll... Very good, my apologies. I was going to say I'm not sure that'll ever get old.
No, like it doesn't. Or like when a drummer plays it at sound check, you're like, haha, yeah, nice. How about this one?
Good. All right.
That's the final siren of the AFL Grand Final 2024.
has got a bit happening.
It's got a little bit going on, yeah. We could listen to the full MCG Siren evolution from 1950 to 2021.
Nah, I think we're all right.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Anyway.
I have a question, actually, before we do recaps.
I hope I have an answer.
Do you reckon the siren's on a timer, or there's someone waiting for Zero to hit the button?
I want it to be a person.
I want it to be a person too, but I doubt it is, right? It's like, as long as the timekeeper's got the clock running, as soon as it hits 0, it's going to play, I imagine.
But also, we don't really have many false siren blows, do we?
Correct.
So I reckon it is a person.
Maybe the timekeeper's just really good.
Potentially. They're like, oh, siren's going to blow at precisely 7:02 p.m. Make sure that there's no waffling about in the center circle.
Mm-hmm. They're really good chairs at meetings as well. Keep people right on track. Hey, we've got to wrap this game up before the next one starts. Let's get a roll on, shall we?
Yeah, let's keep it going. Can you just add, just scratch that from the minutes, though? We don't need anyone to know that I was keeping this on track. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Thursday night, TO Stadium, Gocko Suns, 16-8, 104. Hawthorn, 15-6, 96.
The Wizard tried to lift the Hawks after the Suns got away to a strong first quarter lead, but the young man mixed up his Levio-Sars with his Levio-Sars and couldn't quite get the brown and gold over the line.
Pretty good. It's a long way to the top end if you want to kick 4 goals.
Oh.
And Sicily must have been watching too many not safe for work videos on his trip up north, acting out a role play where he was the stepladder who got stuck while Jed Walter and Betlong had their way with him. And in an ode to the great Richie Bennode, Took took 2 from 22 in game 200.
Did he actually have 2 goals, 22 disposals?
Yep.
Wild, okay. Yeah. Classic Richie.
Yep. And 2 marks as well.
2 marks? He took 2 marks.
Good luck.
Thanks. Yeah, good game this.
It was a good game of footy.
And look, even though the Hawks lost, I think Jacob summed it up well. I think he said, look, we lost, but I actually feel better after that loss than I did before the game.
Right.
Yeah. Because Suns are good in Darwin,
and
I think it was. I think we were both on the side of it was a good effort after going down pretty hard early.
Yeah, good for morale.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe
it's a good morale
victory.
So yeah, not bad.
But yes, it was a very good fight back by the Hawks. I was a bit worried, not going to lie, for a bit. But the Suns pulled it out, which was very good. Impact sub, David Swallow doing his thing, coming on the ground and immediately kicking a goal. He's quite good at that.
I said it. I was sitting there watching. I saw him come on. I was like, yeah, good for a goal.
Yeah. Of note, John Noble, 1,001 metres gained.
Yeah, big one.
Pretty good day out. Not the best metres gained of the round, surprisingly.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
But a decent start.
I think he did it. I think he did it on less disposals than.
He did on way less disposals.
Oh no,
heaps less.
He's broken up.
I think my internet's going.
Now he's reconnecting. Wow, what a roller coaster this truly is.
Can't even load my AFL
Welcome
app
back.
Thank you. I knew things were going bad when my AFL app wasn't loading the stats anymore when I switched tabs.
Yeah, don't do two things at once.
We're okay. He did still have 36 disposals, so quite a few.
It is 13 less than the leading meters gained this week.
But yeah, not 49.
Yeah, don't skip ahead.
Don't skip ahead. But pretty good, pretty happy spot. 7-2, third on the ladder, one game in hand. Decent.
It is it's a good time to live on the Gold Coast. Also, I hear.
Should we move back? All right. Friday night, Martin Grook, Sydney, 11-12-78, Carlton, 9-8-62.
Carlton focus too much on the so-called premiership quarter and forget there's a whole quarter of footy yet to be played. Sydney then kicked 5-5 to Carlton's 2-2 in the final quarter and won the game.
Accurate.
Well, I'd say semi-accurate, given that there was equal behinds and goals.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the score worm that had Sydney kicking, 6-9 in the second half to 3-4.
Yep.
Not bad.
It's not a great look for Carlton. They keep doing this thing where they actually forget everything after half
4 quarters. Yep.
Yeah.
And I had Heenman uses the powers of the universe to put the lid back on Carlton, whose season had just started simmering away. 38 touches and 2 goals, 5. 2 goals, 5's a rough stat. Yeah.
2 goals, 5 is shithouse.
Yeah.
Grow up. Although that is almost the story of Sydney's season at the moment, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not making the most of their opportunities.
Yep. And lack of decent forwards.
At least they had a good crack this time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually won the game. Good for them.
You know, the best / worst bit about this? I didn't even stay up and watch it.
No, neither. I
went to sleep at half time.
Yeah.
Probably before that, actually. I was too knackered.
I feel like I thought of better things to do. I can't remember what they were.
Nice.
But don't say nice like that.
Yeah, nice.
That's weird, dude. No.
Congrats. Moving on, Saturday at the MCG.
It wasn't that, I promise.
It was building Lego and watching Kitchen Nightmares in the background.
Fucking
and Reddit stories and Subway Surfer on your phone at the same time.
I prefer Minecraft parkour, actually.
All right, MCG Saturday, Collingwood 11-12-78, Kawana 10-8-68.
I know he's your captain for the game, but you can't seriously like Maynard as a bloke.
Nice one. Collingwood fans got their sixpence worth as 3 and 20 blackbirds were baked by the Pies.
Nice. I don't understand how Maynard was captain.
That's what happens when someone, subtly threats leaving the club. You just give him the captaincy for a round and keep him around.
Because I get that Darcy Moore wasn't playing, so someone else does need to be captain. But it's like I thought Nick Dacos was captain the other week.
Yeah. Yep.
So why didn't you not just keep him on as captain? But anyway,
great question.
Definitely seems like a sentimental little wank, doesn't it?
Little play, little emotional play. I think.
Yeah.
Get a bigger money offer from elsewhere. Elsewhere being North Melbourne, so it's not much of a choice really. But I guess it depends how much money it is.
Not much. Yeah. Poor North.
Yeah. Good game of footy though. All right, then.
No complaints on that one.
In Sydney, we had Judibus Giants 8-13-61, well Yellup 13-17-95.
I've got Giants while Yelluped at home by team that famously can't travel.
Nice one.
Yeah, thanks.
Very good. And I think I had this last year as well, so I guess I decided to dust it off. The Dockers were well up and about after a big resounding win over the Giants at the G spot.
There's a lot going on there.
There's a big going on.
Just as you get past the first meme, there's
a second and a third.
Yeah, too good. That was the one I was unsure if appropriate, but then you've done the same thing, so that's fine.
Yeah, great. I think it's fine. Yeah,
I think it's okay.
Much needed win for the Dockers, and they just gave them a bath.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me. Aiden asked me for gambling advice before this game, and I said,
"Did you follow what I was thinking?" And said Jesse Hogan 6 goals.
I said Jesse Hogan 20+ goals.
Yeah.
And Freo aren't going to get much of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't add too many Freo players to your multi.
Shea Bolton 3 goals 3, 24 disposals. Frederick 3-2, 16 disposals. Sarong 36 touches. Brayshaw 30 touches. Don't worry about it. And Jesse Hogan 1-1.
To be fair, I think Frederick kicked 2 behinds in a row before he kicked a goal, so he looked bad up at the start, and I was like, okay, cool, okay,
this is fine.
Okay. It's fine. Nah, not fine. My local team, my new boys in orange.
Mm-hmm.
My heart doesn't go out to them. I don't actually care about them.
New team with cost-effective merch.
Yeah, because I'm not buying it.
Sold in every Kmart around the country.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. All right, then at Adelaide Oval, Yardapulti 5-9-39, Geelong 17-13, 115.
Tough look.
A brief one, but accurate.
Yeah, that was one of my few here. Bombers unable to kick it to anyone besides Bailey Dale, the Bulldogs defender, amassing 49 touches. Anyone who had him for 50+ on TAB will be happy with their miss by 1 policy.
Fair enough. Did skip ahead to Western Bulldogs, but that's fine. We'll do that and then we'll jump back.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What did you say?
I said Yardapulti.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Because in my order, it's Giants, Freo, Dogs, Bombers, because I go off the AFL website. I skipped Ports Cats because it was the same time as Giants, Freo. It was above.
Gotcha. Yeah. They got to sort this out. They're the same company.
No,
why
you do. You need to.
Why does the app show one thing and the website show something else?
We might be the only people that have noticed this, to be completely fair.
Probably. I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to someone at the
Mine's
AFL.
going to be an email, so someone actually reads it.
I feel like someone would be more likely to read an actual letter than an email.
If you write it in child handwriting, so mine, at least the outside, it might look like fan mail or, like fun kids mail or like Make-A-Wish kid mail or something.
Yeah, exactly. You want to know how many actual letters I have unread? 0. You want to know how many emails I have unread? Thousands.
Actually, I think it's a bit of a Schrodinger's unread mail.
Unread mail.
Because you don't know what mail hasn't arrived and has got lost.
That's not a bad point. Schrodinger's mail.
Yeah. So there could be, I don't know, a paper electricity bill that came after you cancelled paper bills.
Sure.
But you didn't know that it came because it got lost on the way.
This is true. It could be like that time when I finally figured out Optus had been direct debited me for 2 years after I had cancelled my Optus plan and had to lodge for a refund.
I don't know how you have enough money to
Me
not
neither.
notice.
Me neither. It felt pretty good when it all came back. But then Optus...
That's good investment advice. Just let a big company take all your money for 2 years.
Yeah. And then, oh no, it wasn't Optus. It was ANZ then issued me a letter for every single returned direct deposit that got refunded to me. So it came through in a stack of whatever, like over 100 or whatever it was. No, it would have been, 70 odd, I think, because it was fortnightly. Because there was, I don't know, 10 of them one day and then literally a stack of them rubber banded together the next day. So maybe it's like that where I just have many, many unread letters that haven't reached me yet.
Did you make sure you got all of them when in that situation?
Look, I trusted the process and I grabbed them from my mailbox and I read the first one and then I read the second one and I was like, I got the gist, and I ripped them all in half and put them right in the bin right next to me. I didn't even take them inside.
The one in the middle had a golden ticket in it, you fucking...
Damn it. Every time.
Look, I would also half trust the automated process that is dumb enough to send mail on on all of those refunds.
Yeah, it's like an email would have sufficed. I saw the return transactions come through my bank statement. That's fine.
Yeah, one email would have been okay.
Yeah,
Thank
you. Yeah. Okay, I have for the Bulldogs game. I'll jump up to that.
I'm terribly sorry.
Marvel Stadium Bulldogs 18-19 127. Essendon 5-6 36. I had there's good teams, then there's bad teams, then there's a Dale worth of space between before we reach Essendon.
That's pretty good. That's not bad. Funnily enough, all I've done is mix up the two biggest floggings of the week too, as I've realised.
Yeah.
So
checks it out. Easy mistake.
Yeah. Look, it was shit though.
Which one?
Both. Yeah.
Both.
I'll give you my Ports first Cats one now if you'd like, because I don't really want to dwell on the Bombers' badness.
Yep. Port 5-9-39, Cats 17-13 115.
Lol suck shit Koshi.
Very good.
Thank you.
El Clasico. And I had, even after receiving his latest Pilot Men's Health subscription box, we are still trying to work out what Ken can get up for, because he certainly wasn't happy about seeing 23 pussies on Saturday.
That kept getting better and better. That's incredible. That might be ticking. Your top 3 of all time.
That's up there.
That's pretty up fucking there. Good. Oh, that's great.
And it just builds on the narrative that has been growing for weeks.
Yep, it's because it is a narrative continuum, and there was multiple punchlines along the same narrative in the one headline. It had it all. Unlike your other one earlier that just had like 3 separate punchlines that were all funny.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That's a banger. Unlike this game.
Unlike
not
this
a fucking
game, this game was
chance I was
absolutely
spending any
garbage.
time on it. Yeah.
Although the only thing I have noted down was there must have been a sniper doing the rooftop walk at Adelaide Oval during the game because there are 4 hamstrings gone.
Was it?
In the first half, I'm pretty sure. Because there was five injuries in the first half that all didn't come back. Yeah, I guess sniper up there just picking people off hamstring at a time.
The AFL website has it. Oh, fuck's sake.
Literally the first paragraph after that.
Hamstrings twanged like Keith Urban's guitar.
You're joking.
For both sides.
Where does it say that?
On the match report, it's the subheading. That's fucking shocking. Because for starters, I wouldn't describe Keith Urban's guitar sound as twangy.
No way.
Not
way
a fucking chance. It's too bright. It's too happy. There's no bluesy twang on at least on his hits at least.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Horn-Francis, Lockie Jones, Jack Bowers, and Dangerfield.
Yep. House
All
of
off with
Hamstring
hamstrings.
Horrors.
That's a good
said
one.
here as well.
That's much better.
Yep. Oh, and then next paragraph down, House of Hamstring Horrors 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
I guess so. And Jeremy
supposedly,
Cameron kicked 7.
Yeah, Jeremy Cameron kicked 1 billion. Dangerfield is meant to be not too bad of a hamstring situation, but also he's old, so we'll see.
We'll see. But yeah, to restate it, Port 5-9-39, Jeremy Cameron 7-1-43.
Mm. Yep. Oh, that's a classic. I love that. I love seeing Port get hammered.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Pastimes now.
Pretty nice. And yeah, the Bulldogs game, as I said, I was up at 4 a.m. on Saturday. I went to bed. at halftime. It wasn't worth staying up for because I knew where we were heading.
Mm-mm.
When it was 10-8 to 1-3 at halftime. Let's get some extra shut eye to make up for the missed sleep.
Yep. I was rooting.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 nights in a row. That's crazy.
No.
Skipping the footy to root 2 nights in a row.
No. We only played root on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was all business rooting on Friday.
Yeah, 91 points, too much. Essendon are done. Just pack it in.
Yeah, see ya. What are we up to now? 21 years without a finals win. Call it now. It's not happening.
I'd back that. I think I said I'd back that at the start of the season anyway.
Yeah, but like next year. All right, on to Sunday.
They're still 10th. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of... Sorry, what I'm forgetting is there's a lot of teams that really not good.
There is a lot of not great teams. But also down to 15th, there's only one game behind them. And they have the 4th worst percentage in the league. So do with that what you will.
Yeah, that wouldn't have helped. I mean, they almost have worse percentage than North Melbourne.
Yeah.
And North Melbourne have won less games. So they really shouldn't have similar percentage. Anyway.
Their percentage dropped almost 10% with that game.
Oh.
Tough
fatality. Yeah, not good.
All right, on to Sunday.
Yes, please.
All right, we have MCG Richmond 11-8-74, North Melbourne 12-6-78.
I've got Violent Ruse tear apart tigers in classic role reversal.
Nice one.
Even though tigers and roos don't really
don't mix.
have a role, perhaps.
Yep.
But I had nothing for that. I just came up with that on the dome just then.
Yeah, pretty good. So, well done.
Yeah.
Good. Maybe mix in a disemboweling, as roos are one to do with their powerful legs.
Huh?
Anyway, mine is the Tigers fought hard, but the roos fought harder to secure their second win of the season.
Yeah, okay.
Not great. 4 goals straight. AFL match report, redemption.
Yeah. The rhubarb is catching on. Could have also had Noah Bolter out on day release for nothing.
Wasted opportunity.
Yeah. Just put him in prison. What's the point? If he's not going to help him win games, he can just go to prison.
Lock him up.
Yeah.
But actually a decent game of footy.
I actually did enjoy this. What I don't enjoy is the kid with the mullet allegedly kicking goal of the year.
Who was
Ralph
that?
Smith.
Oh, right.
Ralph Smith being confused what to do with the ball. Deciding whether to pass or not, and then dribbling it across the front of goal. It's not as nice as Chol's nomination for goal of the year in the Suns Hawks game. That was such a scope off the ground too. It was phenomenal.
That was very good. I'm waiting on the ad to finish, which is I
just watched the ad as well.
Shameless self promotion of the round ahead from the AFL. Let's have a little look see here.
He goes to kick to different people. Well, maybe not different people, but he looks like he's warming up to cross it twice, and then he's like, fuck it.
He literally double pumped the kick inboard and then decided to dribble it through.
Yeah, it's a travel.
Yeah. As far as the actual kick on goal goes, not that technically impressive. He was front onto the goal and dribbled it through
ball end over end, yeah.
with minor deviation for curve in to help himself. But it certainly wasn't like directly facing the pocket, kick across body, dribble it around.
After the scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you take Charles' goal, and if it doesn't get up there, I don't know what you do, to be fair.
It's a bloody outrage.
Yeah. I think you can put it down to racism if it doesn't win goal of the year, if I'm honest.
Oh, yeah. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. And even though we're a visual medium, we're not gonna play it. So go check it yourself.
Yep. There's a highlight of just that in the match highlights. You can find it fairly easily.
Well, it's not just that. There's James Sicily getting flattened as well in the same clip. But not only does he have the perfect scope, he also, there's 3 Suns players on the ground after he started kicking the footy. So.
Yeah, it was a very good goal.
Yeah. I think he said sit afterwards and then lost the game. So not a great look. Yeah. He didn't say sit, but
okay.
He was a happy chappy.
To the Gabba, Brisbane 13-10-88, Nam 14-15-99.
Frail felines show signs of being fraudulent as they falter against failing demons at alleged Gabba fortress.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
Thanks.
And I said local Brisbane meeting joyers left wondering if the Gabatoir was still operational or Nam.
Oh. Nice.
Terrible.
The only other road I was going to go down was Vietnam PTSD thing. And I decided that I didn't really want to look up dates and shit. So I was like, fuck it. Alliteration it is.
Yeah. You know, if Matt was still with us, it certainly would have been right in his wheelhouse. Yeah.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
With you always, as his portrait is here with us.
Yeah.
But how about that from the D's? But I think the Lions are definitely in fraud watch now. Sputtering.
I think you have to put him in fraud watch after the last 2 weeks.
Pretty dodgy couple weeks.
Yeah, a draw in Rubart, like on its own would be like,
fine, whatever.
That's okay. That's no worries. They didn't
banana
lose.
peel game.
Yeah. But they've continued sliding, and they've unfortunately they've lost to dog shit D's.
Mm-hmm. And and they obviously beat the Suns by 17, and that was a nice looking scoreline with some garbage time goals. But maybe they got beat up. 2 not great matches in a row.
Oh, that does play on the Suns effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, correct. The Dogs' Essendon result certainly didn't, but we had already sort of identified that as a potential outlier as well because it was against the Bombers.
Yeah, no, that's outlier territory.
Yep.
Bailey Dale made a wish, it came true.
But yeah, good to see the D's up and about, I guess.
Nah, not really.
They're still in
not particularly
16th.
fast.
Or 14th, sorry.
It's a nice for them kind of situation.
Nice for them, yeah. It's a pat on the head sort of result, I think.
Good luck patting Max Gorn on the head.
Yeah, more than anything. All right, and then finishing us off. We had Wallage, Marrawar, 16-12, 108, Euroke, 12-8, 80.
Bit of a mouthful, that one.
Yep.
I think that's the first time. Is that the first time the Eagles have done the name change for?
They did it last year too.
Did they? I feel like I would have remembered that name though.
No, they definitely did.
Yeah. Okay.
It means the Eagles of the West. Direct translation. Yeah.
I like it less now.
Fair enough.
It's like a similar to a fortune cookie in the way that some of them clearly are more profound in the original Chinese.
Yes. Such as?
Some things just don't need to be translated. You know? Yeah. The Eagles of the West. Yeah. Whereas Walich Marrawar I feel like it holds more juice behind it.
Yeah, rather than the translated version.
Good
point.
I actually have nothing for this.
Look, that's probably fair. I have, you've got to be Euroking as Saints made to repent at hands of the laughing stock of the competition.
I'm glad I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. One shining star from the Saints, Jack Higgins, 5 goals, 1, but we all know he's, their only thing and a bit of a cherry picker at the same time, so take with that what you will. Although
he loves a goal.
He does love a goal. And Saints did have 4 of the top 5 disposal getters and 6 of the top 8, and they still lost by 28 points.
Just do more with the ball.
Do you reckon Jack Sinclair might have been disposal farming, 38 disposals in a losing effort?
I'm surprised that 30 of them are kicks, though. If I'm completely honest, in a game that you're losing that much, like surely you almost gained a K. How are you gaining a K and not scoring though? Like
he must have just been dropping all the way back and bombing it out.
All the kick-ins.
Exactly. Kicking merchant. That is a lot of kicks to handballs.
Yeah.
Maybe you got
It was
a broken thumb or something.
His disposal efficiency was only 2/3 efficient. So
Interesting.
That could be why.
Yeah. Might have broken thumb, so he didn't want to handball it because it would hurt. He's doing little kicks where he could have handballed.
To be not 15 play on. They need to figure something out because there was a few times this week as well where I saw. I don't know if it's players not hearing the umpires or players actually
just ignoring it,
not paying attention, not 15, and then just getting absolutely fucking cleaned up.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think in that case, they look like they haven't heard the umpire. It should be ball up though, probably.
Yeah, possibly. I think the more frustrating one for fans is where the umpire's clearly called play on, like many times, and both of them are just standing there not doing anything. They're looking at where they're going to kick, and the man on the mark's just standing there.
Like, sup?
And it's like, what are we doing?
Chilling.
Yeah.
Was it this week? There was an umpiring thing. No, I've forgotten it now.
Pretty sure one of the goal umpires in the Hawks Suns game got absolutely flattened. And went to score review because he literally didn't see the fucking ball across the line. Yeah.
That was it. I feel like there was a game where they both simultaneously called 15 meters very long and very short. I don't know why there's so much crackdown on it. Just fucking chill out. If you just go back to how it used to be, it's like, oh yeah, 15 meters.
Looks about right.
It's easier to adjudicate.
Yes.
Because I think the reason you get calls dodgy like that and a bit of back and forth on it is potentially the umpires have been told that they need to be more strict on it.
Yes.
And you're putting pressure on them, and then they're going to whiff a waffle and fucking, just pull them into a meeting, say 15-ish boys, and then fucking footy will be great next week. Just you wait.
Exactly. It's like measure. It's like everyone come in. It's fine. Measure your 15 meters how you do for when players need to take a bounce. That's fine. Which is basically you don't, more or less.
Yeah.
A lot of players now automatically bounce after 2 steps.
Which is hilarious when you see someone bounce and then they immediately get tackled.
Yeah. The mark that John Noble took was especially bad. Deep in D50, he took the mark around about the middle of the goal square for a ball that was kicked maybe from 5 meters in front of the top of the goal square.
Mm-mm.
So generously, it went 9 meters. It certainly wasn't anywhere close to 15 meters.
No, it was
instantly called a mark.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that in the show.
That one was silly.
Yeah,
that one was very silly.
That one was very unusual, especially when there's lines on the ground.
That one's obvious. You've got reference points and you know exactly how far they are.
Yeah, that should be easy peasy. I can fucking guess not. Oh well. Be less strict about the kick in the middle of the ground where there's no lines that close together, but fucking kicking across the goal square, I don't know.
Alrighty. Other news. Oh, here we go. I found a very profound fortune cookie that certainly sounds better in Chinese. Nothing happiness unless first a dream. Great example.
That was the War and Peace guy, wasn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah. Anyway, do you have AFL news?
Do I have anything else? Oh, coming up to tips. we have
coming up tips.
We have the circle of parity is complete now that West Coast have a win and officially more points on the ladder than Draw FC, which is the biggest thing. Or I guess equal if you count the draw both ways. So shout out West Coast for completing the circle, which is great. But a couple stats here. Jeremy Cameron joins as the third player to kick 6+ goal or have a 6+ goal game in 6 different states or territories, behind Tony Lockett and Jason Dunstall.
What a dude!
Decent company. And what was the other one I had? Oh, and going back to Bailey Dale, he set a bunch of records in their big win. His 49 disposals was the most ever by a Bulldog and also the most ever by any defender in an AFL game. 37 uncontested possessions, which was one more than Essendon's total score of 36. It's the first time a player has had more uncontested possessions than a team score since Zach Merritt had 34 uncontested possessions around 2023. Unlike Dale, it was his own team who he outscored, with Collingwood defeating the Bombers 101-31 in that match.
I did see that. That was useless AFL stats, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, it was.
I'd argue they've misrepresented that statistic. It is very, very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Quality content.
Now, John Noble and Bailey Dale obviously both joined the 1,000 metre club, meters gain club, of the 18-team era. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 12 people in it, so shout out to them.
Good on them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of meters.
There's a lot of meters. And that's it for stats and or AFL news.
Delightful. Shall we put the tip in?
Oh, actually, one more thing before the tip goes in.
Yeah.
Hock on Fraud Watch?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Hawks wins this season.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney, 12th. Essendon, 10th. Carlton, 11th. Giants, 8th. West Coast, 18th. Richmond, 16th. Melbourne, 14th. Next 4 games. Brisbane, who are 2nd. Collingwood, who are 1st. Bulldogs, who are 5th. And Adelaide, who are 6th.
Easy wins. All of those. The lot of them. Tip Hawks. Tip Hawk. Mm-hmm. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Any thoughts at all?
I don't think they're on Fraud Watch.
Not on the fraud list. Not frauds. Fraud Watch.
That's what I said. I said Fraud Watch.
I'm just clarifying my position.
Okay.
Depending on results coming up, they might make it on the list. If you can only beat bad teams and you can't beat good teams.
Okay, logically they should be on Fraud Watch.
Mm-hmm.
You're providing some good evidence.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Hawks will hopefully simmer down these allegations this week with a dominant victory.
Okay, that's fine. So maybe a Fraud Watch scenario. How's that sound?
No, it could be Fraud Watch.
Fraud Watch, okay.
Hold on, they beat the Giants. Giants top 8.
Yeah, they were 8th. They were the highest team that they've beaten so far.
Yeah, fucking sick, dude.
Fraud
Watch.
Look.
Yeah, Fraud Watch. You can watch them all you like. They're sitting 4th, and hopefully they don't do an Essendon.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
I don't think they will, just to clarify. But as soon as Will Day's back, mate, fucking clap. Allegedly, he's back for a couple of games at the end of the season. In August.
Would you risk him?
No, you'd play him in September.
All right. Tip.
Interesting tip. Initially, 69% of people have tipped the Geelong Cats to win at GMHBA on Thursday night against the Western Bulldogs.
Fairly even odds. Bit of an oxymoron. But
yeah.
I'm going to take Geelong.
I've actually taken the Dogs.
Actually, no. Dangerfield's out. I'm taking the Dogs. I'm switching.
The Dogs are out and about. I think they are going to prove the get beat up by the Suns thing wrong.
Yes, they might be the outlier. Yeah.
But on the on the factor of they had a week to recover after the Suns game because they played Essendon.
They basically had a week off.
Yeah.
Yes, based on Cats injuries. Dogs it is.
Yeah.
Bailey Smith revenge game though.
Yeah, I think Dogs coach said they're not used to many fans in Geelong, so they're happy to bring theirs with them or something. Or some bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, fucking, yeah, all right.
Sure.
We get it. Champs. And then Friday night, we got Essendon Richmond.
Yeah, dream time at the G. Right? Would be.
I don't speak Spanish.
Sure. Far out. What a treat on Friday night. A night off. You just do whatever you want. Because there's no footy on.
Same as last week, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not watching this. I would not be surprised if Richmond win, but I'm going to tip Essendon.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit on the couch. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to sit on the couch because I'm going to be out at dinner. I'm not watching this game of footy.
This game is not worth pulling it up on KO when you're out at a romantic dinner.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
It's not worth divorce. This game.
I was gonna say I'm gonna sit on the couch and watch Subway Surfer / Minecraft Parkour Reddit stories on my phone.
Kitchen nightmares
with the footy in the background. But I'm not even gonna do that.
No,
I'm going to go out and have a lovely dinner with my wife and hope that the game's done by the time we get back.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Second half, I think we'll be on.
Probably.
Unless you go for ice cream afterwards.
Well, I certainly won't be going to Baskin Robbins in Ballina for ice cream afterwards. I can tell you that for free.
We love Baskin Robbins in
just
in
not
Ballina.
that one.
Yes, specifically not that one. Baskin Robbins will take the take home tubs if you sponsor us. Thanks.
Yep, absolutely. But no, I don't think I'll need to go for ice cream. I think desserts should be well and truly covered.
The creme brulee.
Yeah. But we need to make a pick, unfortunately. I'm almost tempted to pick Richmond, to be honest.
I'm so tempted to pick Richmond. I have picked Essendon, though. Oh, look at him. Just do it. Yeah, puss.
Yeah, sure. Richmond.
Yeah.
They shouldn't win it, but they might. I feel like based on last week, there has a equal chance to win this.
Yeah, they can give it a good fair crack.
The odds are a bit rude. Although no Noah Bolter, actually. So that's why. Curfew in it. He's going to be in bed.
I would actually take Essendon then, funnily enough.
I'm switching. Yeah. Noah Bolter's going to be in bed, so past his bedtime. Back to the Bombers then. Marvel and Carlton Giants.
Yeah. The fraud fiasco, if you will. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be Carlton, but I also don't think it's going to be the Giants. I've actually I've clicked the Giants.
It shouldn't be Carlton, right? But the Giants are in pretty horrible form.
Yeah.
Like they've won one from their last 5.
How many have Carlton won in their last 5?
3.
Oh, they have.
Yeah.
I've learned how to do form on the website.
They both beat Geelong. But in those three is North Melbourne and St Kilda for Carlton.
Carlton did beat the bye.
That's
next
true.
week. Why does the form guide not tell me who they've beaten? I don't know. I don't back Carlton. I don't like them.
Sportsbet says take Carlton head to head. GWS has lost 5 of his last six matches at Marvel. So I'm going to do exactly the opposite of what they say to do, and I'll take the Giants.
Cool. I was one step ahead of the game.
Yeah. Okay, MCG. Hawks Lions top 4 face off.
This is one. If you truly believe Hawks are fraudulent, you'll want to hammer the Lions here at $2.50.
And Gold Coast beat up theory too.
Ooh,
this is a real test of the theory.
Yeah, but both have played Gold Coast recently enough.
Yeah,
Brisbane are on the way down from the beating.
Yeah, they're still down.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Hawks. Brisbane are very much skidding along at the moment.
Yeah, I am. I'm hocking on. They call me the. No, they don't.
Rocking out with your hock out.
Yeah. I want to hock and roll all night.
Nice one.
Unlike the next game at Marvel on 7:35 on Saturday night, North Melbourne Collingwood.
Got a stripe off.
It's going to be Collingwood by conservatively $1 billion, I think.
Probably. Winner gets Brad Maynard. The Maynard Bowl.
And then Collingwood lose it for fun.
Yeah, pies.
Yeah, it's pies. And then over at Obtuse Stadium, Wal Yallop and Yardapulti.
Dockers based on form and at home, different gravy.
I've got Dockers as well. Don't like Port. They can fuck off.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If Port loses one, Ken might be just out. Like not retirement.
He might get fired.
Yeah, not retirement tour out. Like gone. Let's just start now. Just see you, mate.
There's no generous handover period. It's throw the new guy straight into the fucking cauldron.
Exactly.
Time.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
We need a new coach bounce. Ken, thanks for nothing.
Our fans are literally tearing us apart. Thanks, Ken. Fuck off.
Okay, and then Sunday, Adelaide Oval. It would be what Kawana versus Wallich Marawa. Crows.
I've got the Crows there too.
Crows by a lot. Which the odds suggest.
Yeah, $10.50 on the eggs.
Yep.
That's the shithouse game of the week.
All right, MCG. Melbourne,
Ooh.
Sydney. Nam versus
Perfect
Sydney.
50-50 split currently.
Yeah.
I'm actually feeling the D's.
Feeling D's?
I'm feeling D's. Yeah.
Yeah. They're probably... I don't know. Sydney are lacking in a lot of departments, mainly up forward. So are Melbourne, though, to be fair.
No, they got the Stag Man.
It's literally going to be who kicks more goals, Isaac Heaney or Christian Petrarca, that makes a difference in this game.
I think you take Petrarca on form, don't you? He didn't kick 5 behinds last week.
Yeah, but volume. Law of averages, it's got to swing back at some point, right?
It'll happen eventually.
He might be 5-2 this week. Who knows?
That'd be pretty good
wild
for him.
Yeah. I don't think I can trust the Swans yet.
I can't trust either of these teams.
No.
But I think just putting, essentially 100 points by Brisbane, even if Brisbane are fraudulent, is still a better resume than Sydney scraping by past Carlton.
Yeah, the D's definitely turned things around. Like, they used the bad teams to their advantage after they were, 0-5, losing to Essendon. They're 4-1 since then, only losing to the Hawks. But they had, Freo, Richmond, West Coast, nice turnaround spot, and then have parlayed that into Brisbane. I think I'm going to take the D's.
Yeah, it's got D's written all over it.
And then finishing off the round, Marvel Stadium, Suns versus St Kilda.
If you want to lose $2.60 really easily, you could put it on Saints here, but it's definitely the Suns.
Yep.
$1.50 for the Suns to beat St Kilda is incredible value.
I hate the tip for this game so much.
Yeah, no shit.
Because I can't tip St Kilda games, and the Suns should win it, but they lost to Marvel already this year.
Yeah, I mean,
to Richmond.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
It'll be fine. Big test. Yeah. It'll be fine.
Only because Marvel Stadium's large, not because St Kilda are good.
Yes, correct. No.
Yeah.
On paper, the Suns beat the Saints this week, but the game's not played on paper, unfortunately. So we're going to have to wait until Sunday afternoon to find out. I'm tipping the Suns.
It's Sunday evening by the time the fucking game ends, mate.
Yep.
All right. So if I gambled a multi on all my round 11 tips, it would be $42 odds.
Not bad. Okay. Butcher of the week. We're both on 7 now. Because you had Hock, who obviously lost under Suns.
Butcher
I haven't
of the
done
week.
the count. I haven't.
This fucking guy doesn't even know his own segment names.
Oh, sorry. Shoe of the week.
It's a bloody shoe-in, you silly sausage.
So we're both on 7. I haven't done the count back for the margin, so I don't know who goes first. But let's say most recent loser can go first. How's that sound?
Are we both on 7?
Yep.
Did I take Hock last week? I did.
Yep.
Fuck. Dumb cunt.
Oh, no, you didn't. You had... Who did you have?
Let me check the episode 140 outline.
I think you had...
GWS.
Yes.
Idiot.
Yeah. Right.
All right, yeah, cool. So
Kiss of Death would be West Coast, obviously. Yeah,
although we're giving it second best, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's right.
Which is North, I think. Yeah, it looks to be
North.
North.
It tends to be
one of those two.
Bounces back and forth.
Bombers last week, because 2 of the shit teams played each other.
True.
Yeah, nice. Okay, well, do you want to pick first?
You can pick first.
All right. I might take... I don't like any of these, if I'm honest. I'm going to take the Suns.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Not going to take on Kiss of Death head-to-head?
I wasn't sure if I was allowed to. I suppose I could, couldn't I? I could take Pies.
Technically, you could take Pies if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll take on the kiss of death then. I'll take pies. Fucking slam dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the offer.
And for something different, I'm going to take this. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to take Freo.
Yeah, I was considering that too.
Yeah, that's the only other one. Take Freo.
The only thing with taking Freo for me was Port might just want to fuck me up.
Yeah. Banking on this being Ken's firing week.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay. Any other footy news? Predictions?
Any what, sorry?
Any other footy news? Predictions?
Not from me.
Bits and pieces? All right. Moving on then.
Fresh out of footy news.
NHL Yoffs. We're on to conference finals time. So Eastern Conference finals are Hurricanes Panthers again. Same from 2 years ago. Panthers currently up 1-0 in that series. And in the Western Conference finals, we've got Dallas Stars, Edmonton Oilers. So potential rematch of last year's Stanley Cup finals of Oilers Panthers on the cards as well. So see how that goes. And NBA Yoffs are on as well, with the West Conference finals starting today. OKC leading that series 1-0 against the Minnesota Timberwolves with a resounding 114-88 win.
Ooh.
And then East Conference finals will be Knicks versus Pacers.
So we're seeing OKC Knicks finals.
Knicks probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But yeah, after a grueling 7-game series against Denver, OKC's off, 1 day rest coming back. Staying at home, luckily, because Game 7 was at home. Big comeback victory. Huge second half. Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Superman, call up all the Avengers. It's not going to matter. Thunder in 5.
Yeah, okay. Well, is it 5 because they're resting everyone next game?
They'll let Minnesota get their first game at home, Game 3. And then Thunder will win Game 4 and gentlemen sweep Game 5.
Yeah, nice. I've got a fun fact about the OKC, actually.
Go for it.
Obviously, they're back in the Western Conference Finals. It's the first time since 2016 with G League Alex Caruso and Mark Dag. How do you pronounce his last name?
Dagno.
Yeah, Dagno. Playing, roles and such. 8 years ago, the exact same duo led the 2016-17 Oklahoma City Blues to a franchise best 34-16 and went to the G League Western Conference Finals. Pretty cool
story.
Caruso played all 50 games in that G League season.
Very good.
He wasn't fucking around.
No, he was hustling.
Only thing that hasn't improved, Caruso's hairline.
Yes. Better look for him now, though. Completely bald. He committed to shaving it off, at least.
Yeah, I think it's also the blue headband works better than that one Richmond player with the black headband.
Yes.
Just quietly.
Yep.
Who I think played like his 200-something game on the weekend. Good for him. Fuck off.
Came to Macintosh. Yep.
Yeah.
And NBA West Conference Finals. This is the first team in first finals or conference finals in 29 years that hasn't had a team from Texas or California.
Wild.
That's a wild stat.
How many years?
29.
That's a fucking lot, dude.
It's a long time.
Both of those states, that one guy has played in recently. Interesting. I'm blanking on names. He's European.
That one guy.
Played for the Mavs. He got traded.
Luka Doncic.
Luka, thank you. Fuck.
Yeah. True. Good point, actually.
Yeah. So at least in the last, I don't know what, how many years?
It was 29 years.
That's too many.
That's
too many years. Math doesn't work out.
Yeah.
It's not the Luka effect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No.
Mm-hmm.
But he was in it last year. So he did add to the stat last year.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else? Skipping back.
The offage?
The Oilers very, very kindly gave a gentleman's sweep to Vegas in the second round.
Oh, that's nice of them.
And by that, I mean they lost the one game on the buzzer beater that was like less than 1 second to go before overtime started. And that was the one game they lost. And then they've had just, I don't know, 10 years off to rest.
Just chilling.
Mm-hmm. See how they go. All right.
Rest
Football
versus rust.
Yep.
Yeah, football in it. I got a little bit. There's a little bit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Xabi Alonso, new Real Madrid manager. So, fuck him. Fucking dog. You dick. I mean, he is Spanish or whatever, so good on him. So, yeah, that's fun for him. Carlo Ancelotti departing because I don't think they've won anything this year, Real Madrid.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's the classic meme of Homer, not Homer, the other one, the other fat dad, Peter
Griffin.
Peter Griffin, about to go skydiving. Peter Griffin is, in this case, let's go with Tottenham.
Sure.
No, Arsenal. Let's go with Arsenal. And the two sitting next to him are City and Real Madrid. And the quote is first time trophyless. No, not the first time for Arsenal. But yeah, so that is they're making moves or whatever. Hopefully they'll suck. But they probably won't. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Liverpool's making transfer moves early, going after Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen. And also, I think they're potentially interested in Florian Wirtz, but he's going to be worth $1 billion, so probably not actually going to get him. But then more importantly, potentially for Liverpool is getting a left back as well. And Kirkez from Bournemouth is under watch, so we'll see if that pays off. I like him. He goes everywhere.
Give me 2 seconds. I feel some air. I'll be back.
Oh, okay, cool, because I've got a fun stat that you're not going to enjoy anyway. Okay. So, Liverpool in the last, this is maybe 5 to 8, 10 years. When did they sign Oxlade-Chamberlain? So they signed him 2017, so 8 years, and then he's back already. Hello. Okay, so I was just winding up for my stat, so you're cool. Back in time for it. So in the last 8 years, since Liverpool have signed Oxlade-Chamberlain, they've been not entirely, but predominantly £35 million FC. Oxlade-Chamberlain, £35 million transfer fee. Gini Wijnaldum, $35 million. Sadio Mane, $35 million. Mohamed Salah, $35 million. Bobby Firmino, $35 million. I'm going to stop saying $35 million. Kanate, Diaz, Gakpo, Gravenberch, McAllister, Mamadashvili, which I think is the goalkeeper that's out on loan, and supposedly Frimpong.
Do you reckon the Liverpool's finance guy has a favourite number?
I'll give you one guess, dude.
It's like Sidney Crosby in the NHL. Favorite number is 87. All of his deals, all of his like big money deals, have always been $8.7 million a year, forever.
That's wild.
Yeah, worth so much more. And he's just like, yeah, I'll just re-sign again for 8.7 a year, thanks.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I was watching a video on how Frimpong would fit into Liverpool because obviously he's a very different kind of fullback. He's more of a winger, to be fair. And all the football analysts are like, oh yeah, so it'd be different. We'll see how he slots into the team, and not like kind of scared to make a prediction. But then they kind of confidently end the videos with, he's only £35 million, so it doesn't actually matter if it doesn't work out. I was like, what? Fucking serious? I mean, Liverpool tend to pay people like lower wages compared to other clubs too, because they're trying to keep wage bill down. So like financial investment wise, on a player that's 24, they're probably going to make more money off him anyway. Yeah. Or have a small loss. So
yeah,
if they can get him, buy him cheap from Germany.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
That's it from me.
Cool. Did you cover the FA Cup result?
No, I should have, because I've got a fun stat about that too, actually.
Oh, cool. Crystal Palace. The headline was Crystal Palace has stunned Manchester City 1-0 in the FA Cup final.
Yep.
For their first major trophy in 164-year history. Shout out them.
Yep. So, final game of the season actually is Liverpool Crystal Palace. It's going to be the fucking hangover derby, mate.
Yeah.
But no, actually, congratulations to them. It's shit you love to see. Like, same kind of thing as Liverpool losing the Carabao Cup to Newcastle, because it's not like, oh, we lost it to fucking City or Chelsea. It's like you lost it to someone that hasn't won a major trophy in 20 years or whatever, and you're like, this is actually kind of cool. Yeah.
Yes.
So that means the 3 trophies so far.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool, Newcastle, the other one,
Crystal
Palace. Live bird, magpie or whatever, and whatever the fuck the bird is in the Crystal Palace one. all birds, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is one more trophy that can be won by an English team this year, and it's the Europa League. Has to go to an English team
with a bird in
Red
their
Devil
logo.
Or a Hotspur. It's the take Tottenham, put the house on them,
hammer it.
Yeah,
great call. And that's on at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be up for it anymore, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
time is rapidly running away. And I've got kitchen nightmares to watch.
Fair enough. All right,
I've got dinner to eat. But yeah, let's flip a coin.
Let's flip a coin. It is my flip this week.
Yeah, good for you.
Thanks.
Fucking tosser.
I think I hit the wrong button, but it's fine. Here we go. Flipping. Tails. Huge.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
It's like clockwork, isn't it? Death, taxes, and tails never fails. 30 and 18 lifetime. 61 to 78 heads to tails.
Something with the sliders, mate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Standard. All right, excellent. See you next week.
Catch you later. Have a good evening.